Hello everyone, this is Crystal Putoff back again. We're working still on our windmill pattern eggs here. These are our two sample eggs. The blue one, blue, yellow, green, and this is gold, green, purple. So we drew all the pattern on there. That was this egg. How we drew the pattern on, and then I put the wax on everything I wanted to be white, and then I dyed the egg yellow. This is the Ukrainian Gift Shop yellow. So here's the egg. All the wax you see on there is covering the white parts of the egg. So when we finish, those parts will be white. Now what I'm going to do, I did these each a little differently. But there's going to be a couple things I'm going to do. I am going to do this swirl thing here, curl, swirl, curl, and then in the center, I believe I'm going to do these lines rather than the dot. So I'm going to do that, and then on the side, this one has this pattern. So I will do the cross here to kind of mimic the cross I'm going to have there. I like to, where I can, repeat elements, and then I'll do these dots as well. So those are the things I'm going to do on the egg today. So let's get started. I won't, I'll just do a few of the pieces, and then you can see what I'm doing. And I won't do the whole egg for purposes of time, and then the next thing I will do after I do this is I will probably just put green. I don't know if I'm going to just swab green on it or if I'm going to dye the egg green. I haven't decided that yet, but for right now, we're just going to put the yellow elements on it. So I'm going to wax everything that I want to be yellow at the end. So starting in my diamonds that go around the border, I'll put, and I'm using a fine, so put a little X there, and then I will put a dot. And I put it on there, and I put a lot of wax. I don't just go like that. I make sure I get wax on there. That is especially important if you're going to do something like washing the egg back. You don't want your wax to come off. You see that? So I'll do another one. I go where the points of the star meet there in the center, like that. There we go. And then 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now normally I would do that all the way around. So now the next thing I wanted to do was in each one of these little diamonds, I'm going to put the X in there also. Now I did not draw it with the pencil. I just am eyeballing it to get it in the center. And we'll go ahead and do all of them in this swirl. Generally, I do not like to put a lot of yellow next to white because they tend to fade into each other, and then you can't really tell what's yellow and what's white. But this will be surrounded with the blue, so the yellow will show up. So I put those X's in there. You could put a dot, put whatever you want. That's what I'm going to do on these. So I did the X's there. And then I will do that on all the rest of them. Now on these, this part here is yellow, but on my egg that I'm doing here, that is going to be white. I decided I wanted it white. My preference, I thought that was too much yellow on the egg. So we're going to try this one with white and see what happens. So I don't have to wax this for the yellow because I've already waxed it for the white. So the last element I am going to put on here, and again I'll go back and do all the rest of these, but it's these I don't know what you call them, swirls, curls. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it on, I'm going to draw it on this egg so you can kind of see what I do. I am not, I'm not going to draw it on here, but you can. If you do, again, you want to do it very lightly. But I'll do it here. And so what I do is I start here where the point of the star is, and it's only going to go about halfway. So if you want to, make a little line there that's for halfway, you can. So you're going to go kind of up to that halfway point, around and curl. And then you're going to start the next one like right underneath it, so it actually kind of becomes part of it. And you go like that. And you would keep doing that. So they kind of touch. They sort of make a wave look to them. I kind of like this. I've tended to do this more in some of my designs. And then when I get to the end, I fit in what I can. So that's what I drew with the pencil. Now I'm going to do it with the wax. All right. So on here, I don't know if you can see it, but very faintly, I can see some of the dividing lines from when we drew the diamonds, and I will be using that as my guide for the swirl. So here we go. Starting right here, the point of the star. Let's see, I did 2 of them, and I'll keep going. So do a couple more, and then when I get close, I kind of look at it and I say, okay, can I fit one or 2 in there? I think I can get 2 in there. And you don't know, because each one of these arms of this windmill are a little different, you don't always get the same number on there, and that's okay. I don't have the same number of diamonds in each one. It all depends on how the shape of that, length of that is. So that's what, then I will do that. Let me do another set of them. So again, starting, so you can't really see it because I put the Kiska there, but right there where that point of that diamond is, that's my starting point. And do the swirl. And like I said, I did not draw these on here with the pencil because I've done a lot of them. But I used to draw them all with the pencil to help me get them in there and get them evenly spaced. So there's another set of them. Okay. So I will continue to do that, put all those elements on there, and then this egg has, it's going to have, this part here is going to be green. And then in here is some green. I don't have any green here. So I will probably take the Q-tip and dab the light green in these areas. And so when I come back next week, I will have waxed all of the parts that are yellow, and I will have dabbed that green in there. And then we'll do these elements and this, and then we'll dye it in the, I will wash it, and then I will dye it in the turquoise, because I want the turquoise to be a solid color. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. For right now, we're going to do all these elements, and then I will dab the green on it, and I will be back next week. Thank you.